This is part 28 of A Link Between Worlds, and this part, in the next 2 parts, actually, we're going through one of our favorite dungeons. I think it's my second favorite overall. I think it's your third favorite.
Yep, I think so
overall, and just a very strong dungeon that we both really love.
By the way, it's the Desert Palace.
Yes, well, if they don't know, well, the name came up right at the very beginning. So
okay, I was like, are you not going to tell them what it is?
Well, when the name comes up at the very end, I don't think I should have to tell them, and then I also forgot. So,
say hopefully our loyal viewers are paying more attention to us.
I just completely forgot. I totally blanked on that part.
But I mean, you're absolutely right. This is one of our favorites overall, and a big part of that is listening to this theme.
Oh, it's an awesome theme.
It's just chanting.
It's one of my favorite themes in the game. It's probably my favorite dungeon theme. I love Lorule Death Mountains.
Oh yeah,
which is one that we got in A Link to the Past. But like overall dungeons, I would say this is probably at the top.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of like
Tower of the Gods.
Well, Tower of the Gods definitely with the chanting. A little bit later we get like the flute and stuff. It sounds like it belongs in the desert.
Oh, I agree with you.
Part of it reminds me a little bit of Spirit Temple almost.
And one thing, like you were saying, like if you watch a lot of our videos, we've always been high on desert dungeons. Yes. I don't know if it's just that we just like them for some reason, or if it's just because they're always good, which is what I like to say. But
plus, I feel like the desert dungeons are the ones that really give you the sense that you're like exploring an old ruin.
Oh, that's actually a very good point.
That's a big part of it.
I wonder if the sand has anything to do with that. So I don't know.
Plus, it always gives like that.
I was going on a tangent right there. I really did not know which way I was going to go with it. So I was hoping you'd come in with something and just go with it.
We found a place. Don't worry. And like part of what makes this one particularly really strong for us, the use of the sand rod.
Yes, agreed.
All throughout. Like you're going to see us using it to obviously make platforms. We also use it to pull like treasure chests out of the sand, enemies out of the sand. Very well done.
I like how actually we'll go ahead and get into it, but like later on the treasure chests too there, like I don't know if you said this, that are actually buried underneath it. Did you say that or not?
Yes.
Oh well, then forget it. I won't say it then. I couldn't remember if you actually said that. I knew you said enemies, but I didn't know if you said. Just like seeing that treasure chest almost buried, I thought it was really cool.
It really is cool, and it's like. And also just using it to like get these enemies out.
I promise I do listen to you, okay?
Heck, I don't listen to me half the time. It's alright.
And this is Hoku Boku or something like that. So just an enemy that, it's a cool enemy how his whatever segments bounce off the walls and stuff, but just a very weak mini boss, which a lot of the mini bosses were in this game.
They were, and that's been a recurring theme in almost every dungeon we've done so far. I did like though those enemies that you just saw us pull out of the sand.
Yes.
There was an enemy
which are called Devilants.
Devilants, thank you. They were also in Link to the Past, but you couldn't pull them out of the sand.
I hate those two. And they would always you get stuck on them, and they would sit there and hit you with fireballs non-stop. Oh, I hate those.
It's just so nice to be able to use your sand rod to get them out of there and get your revenge finally.
Agreed. And just like obviously they had better technology in this game to do stuff like this, but just like a lot of stuff, the desert dungeon, the desert palace, and Link to the Past, there's just not a lot to it.
No, there really isn't.
They really capitalized and went the extra mile with this dungeon.
I also think part of that, not just the technology, but also the fact that in Link to the Past, it was the second dungeon in the game. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not going to make
that's very true.
Difficult dungeon. I mean, you know how we are towards the opening couple dungeons in the game. They're usually pretty low in our rankings. We usually think they're pretty bland. I'm really glad they decided to move this to Lorule and really, like you said, capitalize and take full advantage of the fact that it's not an opening dungeon.
Now I like this right here, and you'll see how we use it here in a second. Yes. These like sand, I guess, aqueducts.
That's a good
word for it, but just like how the sand like flows through this little like aqueduct right here.
Yeah.
And then it fills up the room. I just remember seeing that little visual right there.
Yep.
And just like, the 25-year-old me was like, that was just really cool right there.
And the way, like you said, it fills up this room and lets you get to that treasure chest that we couldn't get to before because it was on a higher platform. We'd seen that kind of trick with water before.
Yeah.
Like raising and lowering water levels, but never with sand. I'm glad they did that.
But I don't understand how it's a continuous waterfall. Like, how is this sand actually flowing? Like, I understand the build-up, but eventually with sand, that build-up stops. And then we kind of have the same thing right here where it just keeps on flowing. So I don't know where the source of this sand is coming from, but apparently there's a lot of sand on top of a hill flowing down to this area right here.
I really love seeing that sand waterfall.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like,
it's absolutely gorgeous.
Especially because you can merge behind.
Which we will here. Yeah, right here.
And you see the sand in front of you, and it's a great effect. It's like, it just looks
You keep
really
on talking,
awesome.
I'm just going to watch right now. But like one of the reasons, and we said like all of our dungeons are kind of strategic in the order we do them in, and the main reason we did this one second was because of the timesman right there. Yeah. One, it lets you open up like most of the world in Lorule and Hyrule.
It does. It's pretty much like the last item we need.
It allows you to pick up those huge boulders.
Yep.
That you've not been able to pick up the whole game, and then also we'll be using that to get another piece of Master Ore.
Which is always essential.
Outside of Lorule, I believe.
I think we'll be getting that in part 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Here in a couple parts.
Sounds good to me.
But it is nice. Like it is nice that even though you rent all these items before you can rent them whenever you want.
Yes.
It's cool though. You can still get items like the Titan's Mitt. Later on, we'll get. Well, I won't spoil. But you get some other items.
Yeah.
That are more like
you get like some people like I know you were kind of like is the Master Ore an item? I do consider it an item in this game, and you actually do get an item. Or like some kind of upgrade or something like that in every dungeon. So, like you said, they took the weapons from the dungeons away, but at least we got something from the dungeons.
I agree. And I liked that nice little throwback. Of course, this game's full of throwbacks linked to the past. But being able to go outside in the Desert Palace, it's two separate dungeons the way you described it earlier.
Yeah, it really is. You got like this one area, and then you go to this like next area, and just with like along with you, I love that little throwback and just how this place feels very different, obviously from the Desert Palace and Link to the Past. But then they still kept that similar element right there.
Yep, and even like the little symbol right above the door in the second part looked just like the one from
I was not that much detail. I was not paying attention to that, I'm not going to lie.
Now, I'm not a huge fan of this little room, but I liked the idea that all those like tiles were pinning these guys under the sand, basically, and they couldn't come up to all the tiles.
I just love the bottomless pit because it's the only time we get it in this dungeon. This is like the only time we have something like this, so that's why I like it. And just that bridge right there, coming up, I thought it was just like a very unique room in the dungeon. So I thought it was a good addition to the
nice little visual. Yeah, like
I had to get your thing above the door or whatever that you're bringing up, so I had to come with something pretty decent.
Every now and then we have good insight. It's not very often, but every now and then.
I hate those electric bars, man. Those things are the devil.
Well, the worst though, I think, were some of the other games, not this one, but like they'd split into two and they'd both be electric after you like.
They are in this game. I'm not sure what they might be red. I think the red ones in this game do that, but they are a pain
because you keep swinging to kill them.
You never know when they're going to shock you either. But a good item to use, I don't think we've shown it yet, is actually the tornado rod. The tornado rod makes those electric ones dizzy, which I think. Which I think most of them in this game are not dizzy, electric. No, it makes them dizzy. I don't know what the heck I said right there. So let's just move on. But
it makes them dizzy.
It makes them dizzy, and you can hit them as much as you want
without getting shot.
Yeah,
which is nice.
It's the best weapon I think to use against them.
And it's kind of nice too for the tornado rod to get another use, because honestly, outside of that Palace of Gales or House of Gales rather, we don't use it a lot.
We don't. We use it to get some Mays and stuff like that. Definitely. Not too much, but like going back to that last room in those BMOs, another cool trick right there is to actually use the sand rod to make those BMOs a little bit level higher than you, so they can't hit you at all.
I was a big fan of that, and very early in this dungeon, I can't remember if I mentioned it, like you use like the sand to form a wall between you and the BMOs, and I thought that I may have mentioned that like 10 minutes ago.
I was talking about something, and right in the middle of talking about, I completely forgot what I was talking about. So sometimes these things just happen right here.
I love this puzzle right here, though.
I love the whole room. Love the whole room, which is a puzzle.
Yeah, like using the sand rod to make the automatic arrow shooter thingy hit the switches.
Good name.
It's a good name for it. But anyway, this wraps up part 28 of A Link Between Worlds.